style.
Yeah, yeah, an awful lot of it. But I absolutely love it. You just want to squeeze them as well. But I suppose that means no waste. You know, you can work from the bottom of the part. Once you start to empty out, you're really going to be able to squeeze every drop out.
Yeah, and it is recycled packaging, so it's already been through the mill once. So these are your recycled juice containers and baby food containers. So you can really, really appreciate how far Aladdin and Isaac have done to be better for the environment. They've got a hang hole in there. Yes, you can hang them in store, but you can also hang them at home should you wish. But you can see through. That's not a painted sticker on the front. That is the actual product. You can see through there, so you can see exactly what's inside as well. So you're probably wondering, yeah, they're all amazing, but they're all white. Why have we not got any colours? Well, there's no point us making colours for you, because you can create your own colours. It's just going to cost you money for us to add coloured pigment in there for you. So why do you not want to be creative with your own? So on this one you have your flaky, which gives you that, like,
this is the flaky
sort of effect, like
now
granular.
I can feel that. I don't know how well we can see it on the monitor, but you can feel the texture in there. We can just sort of see that coming through. It does, doesn't it?
And then we've got sand. So that's got sand texture in the one on the other side. So you can see the granules. There we go. And then on the other two we have crackle and we have beads. So it depends on what texture. I love the beads because they're perfect for putting onto winter florals and creating snow effects and building up texture and things like that. But equally on edges of cardstock you can put texture on there. Again, it looks great in white if you have the confidence to do it, but mix in your ice ink sprays from Seth Apter, put some of your pigment on your glass mat, mix it in and push it through a stencil. If you love this sort of craft, everything's got you covered on this counter right here, right now, because it's just so amazing, and they all dry really, really fast. None of this leave it overnight or let's blast it off with our gun for 10 minutes. They all dry really, really quickly, apart from the ink pads.
Brilliant stuff. And what a way to get 4 different types of texture paste there in one bundle for that price at £22 and 46 pence. You're saving £5 and 50 pence. 467420 is the item number there. We've got more of those squidgy packets now. I love these as well. What beautiful colours once again, Tony. We're getting all 7 of these as well.
These are 24 carat. So basically what that means is the normal ice ink diamond is 1 tone of glitter, where with 24 carat you've got several shades of, I'll just show you. It's got like a mix of different coloured glitters in there, so if I tilt that you'll be able to see.
Oh,
it's got a mixing of different coloured glitters. So this is your 24 carat. So basically that is the colour. That's what is inside the packet. You can see actually on the base as well. There we go. It's not a sticker. You can see exactly what you're getting in there. Again, recycled packaging. Put the lid on it. Be sure to look after it. You know, you can squeeze it right out like the last bit of your toothpaste if you want to. Go and use it all. There we go. Look at that. You can just see how beautiful they are. And they dry within about 3 minutes. If you want to blast it off with your gun, you can absolutely do that. The sparkle does intensify slightly when you heat set it, but not very much. Basically the sparkly that you can see now is the sparkle that you're going to get on your cardstock, and I'll show you as well. But really, really pretty, and they are £6.99 each normally.
Are they?
So that's an incredible price on
do the maths then. We've got 3 payments again. Look at this. If you're in the club there, £8.49 is your saving. £40 and 44 pence. 519363. Works out if you're in the club at £5.77 per pouch. Beautiful. Right, shall we move on again, because we've got even more goodies for you. So we've got some die sets here. Do you know, I'm looking around at these samples, Tony. They're gorgeous.
So basically we brought these to you. Some of the components sold through, so I reordered those products and I've brought it back to you. We don't have lots of these, but I think they work beautifully with what's in the show. So you get complementing words, you get background dies, and you also get like features in there where you get florals in vases and boots. So this one has Just Because, Kind Friend and Good Vibes, which is a very 80s feel, and they all get the drop shadow in there as well, so great complementing for any mixed media or card making should you wish. And then the other one, it's not a choice if you get both, you get the lovely flowers and then you get the outline die, and I'm going to show you how to make some cute little cards using these with that matte and layer. But equally, paper piece, colour, white on white, have the confidence to just play around with them, because they are quite big to say, you know, they're just flowers in vases and things like that. But be creative. Put them through your stencils, spray through them, create backgrounds. Just really, really pretty, very spring-like. and they're going to just see you through for any sympathy card, which we don't like doing, celebratory, right through to possibly Christmas maybe, if you put some Christmas colours through there as well. You know, just have fun with them, that's what it's about. And if you can see a space in your craft room for these sorts of dies, then it's going to be a good buy.
Yes, not a lot of stock left on this one. Don't forget we had a very busy show earlier on, so grab yours right now. 3 payments of £9.59, 647 883. Now we've got the sun rays next. In fact, we've got another lovely pair of dies here.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was watching a little bit of the show earlier on. You were using the inks on the sun rays, which looked incredible. We've got samples galore around here as well. But just looking at the packaging there, Tony, you can see what a beautiful pair of lovely die sets you've got here.
Yeah, so you get the sunray, which is huge, which I did actually finish blending the ink, so I'll show you that when we go back across. But on the other one, in the snippability on that is incredible. You can do a small sun right to down to 3 different size sunshines. And then on the other one, you get your grass border and your sort of like floral border where you can put sentiments in between. So like this one here. And they're really, really big, so, you know, be creative with them. Don't just look at them as one-dimensional. Pop them on the left. I'll give it to you, Kathy. Thank you. Pop them on the left and the right if you want to create an aperture around somebody.
Stunning.
But equally, white on white, maybe, if you've got the confidence to do white on white.
Absolutely.
Really, really cool. So, you know, that's just an eclectic mix of everything on the count. I've put everything on there. So you've got the words, the borders,
But it works so well,
and the
doesn't
flowers,
it?
and the jars.
You can see the sentiment from the previous bundle as well. Let me just show you that sun ray. Look at that.
It's a super size. It's 5 by 7, so 5 wide, 7 tall, and it's got stitch detail in there, so the snippability is also
That is wonderful.
cool.
Yeah, snippability, you can see straight away what you can achieve with that one. 814401 is the item number there. Again, we've got 3 payments on this one. 3 payments of £9.59. And we'll continue the theme because we've got more for you. So we've got spring boots and So Happy.
Spring boot. Could do with both. Could do with a pair of them.
Shall we have a look at the details of this one? You've got that friend, lovely sentiment there. I can see the just because.
Yeah.
A really generous size pair of wellies actually there with those flowers in.
Yeah, so you get the wellies with the florals, which has got a matten layer. You get the like boots, like oldie worldy, like been through the mill boots with some laces and some flowers coming at the top, and then you get your 2 bouquets with two large sort of bow design on there, all with matten layers. It's really important for me at Stamps By Me to have those matten layers because I like to create shaped cards, but they're again big in size, so paper piecing, colouring, inking, spraying. Just adding, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, I've got a gorgeous little card. Who's done
Oh,
this one?
that's
There's
Paul.
a name, Paul. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? You know, get those sprays out, get those inks out as well. Keep it simple. Work with the papers that you've got. Die cut the papers that you've got as well. Again, that sentiment works so beautifully, doesn't
Even
it?
it's in white as well, and it still looks cool, doesn't it? And
It
the good
really
vibes is that
does.
80s feel with a drop shadow. So you put the dark component at the top to the very top, and then you just drop shadow the rest on there. But all of them work across the board. All of them work together. They're just a beautiful uplifting collection, and like I say, when these ones have gone, they have gone, because I won't be ordering anymore. I've got new stuff coming.
Lots of new stuff from what I've heard as well, so don't miss out on those. 098140. Again, a great price with that lovely discount for everybody. Now, if we go over to the website, that's where you'll find everything. We are extremely busy on the new and exclusive. Remember, the inks themselves, the colours designed and chosen by Toni, we cannot find them anywhere else. You can check, but you're not going to find them. We've got all sorts of goodies on the counter, busy across the board. Don't miss out on the dies. Once they're gone, they're gone. You know, you don't want to miss out at all, do you? Especially with those savings that we've got on offer. We've even got some wow embossing powder.
Yay!
Love that.
Yes! Pure silence. Yeah, so we have got some wow. She's not telling fibs, I promise. So shall I show you the ink pads?
Oh, yes,
Yeah, all right.
please.
So let me show you. So I've told you, I'll just give you a quick 101 about pigment ink. So pigment ink, if you think P, paint, it sits on the surface. It's a bit more stodgy, so you can move it around, okay? If you think about dye-based, it sinks into your card. So it sits on the surface, it stays wetter for longer, which is going to give you the capability to add embossing powders, should you wish. It's going to allow you to do smooth blends, ombre blends and things like that. I did finish that blend I did on that ombre. I had to quickly do
Oh
it before,
my
but
word, Tony, look at
it
that.
literally, it's great coverage with your pigment ink. None of this wrist breaking with your dyes trying to get ombre. It's really difficult, whereas these give great coverage straight away. So let me just show you another reason why pigment is great. They work on black card. Okay, so you see the colours on black, and I use this one because this is the best one that shows on TV. So I'm just going to grab this blue. I'm just going to pop it onto here, give it a good old squidge down. And you can
wow. Oh my
there?
word, look, that's taken me by surprise actually.
Yep, so I'm going to leave that like that, and when I say they take longer to dry, we'll put it to one side and we'll come back to it, see when it's dry, okay?
Okay.
So let's just set that aside. So that's to show you that now you can stencil through your stencils with these inks and get great background, really, really cool backgrounds. So let's just do a bit of stencil work through. Very, very easy.
Do you know, I can't remember the last time I saw anyone, unless it was texture paste in a white or something, that worked directly onto black card using inks of these sorts of colours.
Do you know what? I was given the option when Isaac asked me to do it. They're like, you can only do one or the other. Let's just start with, let's see how it goes. You know what it's like. So hopefully it goes well, so I can come back. But so they said you can do dye base or pigment, and I love dye. I've got every dye ink pad you could possibly imagine in my stash from every brand. But I thought, do you know what? I do love pigment, and not many people do it. I think I'd like to re-educate, you know, with the pigment side of things, because they are cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they don't get used often enough. So I'm like, right, let's do pigment. They're like, did I read your email right? Did that say pigment? Because we know you like your dye. I'm like, no, I'm going to do pigment. So let's just push this through this stencil really quickly. Now, if you use these pigment inks and you have a clear embossing powder, you've got lots of coloured embossing powders now, because if you chuck a clear over any of these colours in this collection, you're going to have coloured embossing powders. So you don't necessarily have to have all of the colours. Chuck a clear over this when you've done this, and you're going to end up with some fantastic results. Now, if you want to layer build and intensify the colour, when I take the stencil off, you can dry it with your gun, put the stencil back on and pop the colour back on top again, and you'll get an even more intense look. So let's just have a look what's going on underneath here. Can we see that there? Can we see it?
We can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
It's just there. I'm just going to see if I can pop it back on and make it a little bit darker. No, I don't. I don't, because I'll ruin it. So let's just grab some embossing powder. Now, these are the ones that are on the website. These are, let's just use this one.
Oh, these look nice.
Yeah, so these ones are, I'm not sure if this... So this is what I was saying about the ink staying wetter for longer, okay? So now I don't need a sticky ink pad, because they're wet. Just going to allow me to...
We could have viewers watching who are just starting their journey and have never used inks or ink pads before. This would be a great collection just to start with, especially because it is so affordable. Already you said one embossing powder is all you really need, because you're increasing, you know, your stash there. With the inks, you're giving yourself lots of embossing powders if you're just going for the clear. You are using a different colour there, Tony, but you just said, you know, this counteracts the
so what
sticky ink
happens
pad.
with this now, with that colour underneath, that'll not stay like that. The pigment will come through.
Yeah.
So that blue, I'll leave the stencil there so you can see, and hopefully when I hold it up, you'll be able to see that blue from there is underneath here. So let's just keep set this.
There it goes. Oh my word! Oh, it really is coming through as well. Now, you will get the full effect of this when we hold this to the front camera, I think. But from what I can see here, that blue is definitely coming through beautifully.
Which you would never be able to get with a dye-based ink. I promise you, ladies and gents, trying to do it with a dye-based ink on black card, it's not possible.
Let's just hold this, see if we can get this to the front camera. Look at that, straight away you can see that lovely, and you can definitely see that blue.
Yeah. And you can do it with any colours that you have. So I've used the blue on there because I think it shows up a little bit better on camera, but equally, any of the colours are so pretty.
And
so
of course, the embossing powder that you just used had those flecks in there, and you can still see those.
Absolutely.
So you still got that two-tone effect.
If you've only got a clear and maybe a gold at home, chuck some clear on and drop a few specks of gold in. Just experiment with them. That's only what Marion would tell you to do from WOW. Experiment. Play with it. If it works, it works. If you don't, put it in bin. Right. Let me show you this. So this is the, I think it's this one actually, just stenciled through. So you can see it looks like white, doesn't it? But this is a great technique, guys, at home. So if you have your pencils, have I got my pencils? Where are they? Come on, Tone. Oh, they're here. right in front.
I'm staring at those and thinking, surely Toni doesn't mean the ones that are right next to her there.
It's late, it's late.
Pencils.
It's late, it's been a long day. So, because I've got that undertone of white under there, my pencils are going to show up on this black card, so let's just pick something to colour in.
Okay.
Not showing on Toni, yeah.
Yeah, we can see
I
that.
have to look up. So now, not only can you colour onto black card, because you've got that white undertone underneath, and you can now do pencil work on top of the pigment ink you've shown.
Who would have thought onto the black card again? Yeah, it's showing.
My eyes are so bad, I tell you. Getting old.
No, we can see that perfectly.
So all of the stencils, if you want to intensify them and add some colour on top of your pigment inks, because you've got that sort of, because pigment inks are opaque, you can't really see through them.
Yeah.
See that there? There we go, look.
That is lovely. Look at that. What sort of pencils are they then?
These are just the oil pencils.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had these here before. They're out of stock at the moment, but yeah. So they're absolutely...
Again, experiment with what you've got.
Absolutely, yeah. But the capability to... I think this is called black magic technique, where you do a lay down of colour. Let me just show you how... Let's just grab a stencil here. Let me just turn this over.
Okay.
And I'll use that one. Let's just get another one. I'll just show you how they go through with the lighter colours. So if you pick... let's just do this one.
Oh, that's a pretty shade.
So I'll just show you how pushing it through the stencil, you can get this sort of, just push it through very quickly. So now, because we're using pigment ink, we've got the capability to really extend our craft, really extend our sort of genre in craft, because you can't really stencil onto black card with your dye-based inks.
No.
It's not really possible. So it's like, well, that's a bit pants, isn't it? It's like, I want to be able to do it onto black card. And again, if you want to intensify and add more,
well, you get a completely different look and feel, don't you? Look at that.
that's cool, isn't it? So pigment ink is going to see you absolutely through. Let me show you onto some white card now.
Okay.
So let's do a nice blend.
Yeah.
And this is what I was saying about...
Getting busier and busier. I've got to tell you on these inks as well. This is only the second hour. There's another hour tomorrow, but over half the stock already gone. Take advantage of the savings. If you're in the club, of course, your saving is even greater. £7 off there. We worked out, we wanted to say £1.50 per ink pad, didn't we? If you're in the club. You're getting 18 individual colours there. So you've got the families of 3. You've got, you've got various different shades. There's no duplicates. I think you've got everything you need.
Totally covered. Let's show you how they blend now. So let's go a blue into like a dark green into a lighter green. So I'm only using these colours because my stencil is mucky. But let's get some colour down.
Okay.
And when I say to you about getting a lay down of colour, it's so intense. It's because it's obviously opaque. It's a thicker consistency. It's going to sit on the top. So I'll just do a bit of blue in the centre.
Okay. How do we store these then, Toni? Do we need to keep them flat?
I leave them like that, but if you have them in your craft film, because you can see colour through sides, I'd stack them if you just stack them like
that's
that.
a good idea. And they take up less room, don't they?
Yeah, you can really get a
Yeah,
leaning tower of Pisa with them, I suppose. So let's do the next colour, another green, dark green.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go round here.
Now, you do a little bit of almost dabbing then, also some circular movements as well.
I don't think there's any rules. I don't know. I just go with what seems to be working with the cardstock underneath, because sometimes the cardstock underneath is thick. It's got like a hairy content.
Yeah, the
a bit
fibres in it. Yeah.
So sometimes it's better if you sponge, and sometimes it's better if you pounce. I don't know. So go with whatever you've got card-wise in your stash, I would say. And then let's go the green on the outside. Okay. Next green. And this is just showing you how, are these sort of your colours?
They are, yeah, I used to hate green. I've said this so many times, but I used to hate green.
Really?
Yeah, and now I love it.
I've moved that now.
Doesn't matter what sort of shade, whether it's a zesty green, whether it's a blue green, a yellow green, sage green I adore.
Oh, yeah.
But the blues and the greens that you've got almost a teal in there, haven't you, as these are coming through. It's a lovely stencil as well. Is that one of yours?
Yeah, we had it on last week. It sold out.
Did it?
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. So you stop spending.
Nice.
I can smell wood burning.
I've spent today as well. Don't tell anybody.
I know all about your dressmaking patterns.
Oh, mind, I've got the fabric show next. You know what's going to happen there, don't you? Look at that.
So normally you would end up with a harsh line.
Oh, that is beautiful.
But because you can move the ink around, it's got that oil consistency, you can get a nice ombre from top to finish. So look, let's just have a look back at this look. So just a little edge there where it's a little bit wet, but you can see, oh, sorry. Sorry. Don't move it around. Sorry.
We'll try and get in focus.
There you go.
So there we are. Yes, you can just see it, can't you?
It's cool, isn't it? But it just shows you how long it takes to dry. So you've got a lot of time to... You might even forget to go get your embossing powders and it'll still be wet when you come back, really. But if you do want to speed up the process, do it with a gun or whatever you want to do. Okay. Shall we go straight into a demo?
Oh, yes, please.
Right. Seeing as it's 8 o'clock and we can just chill out a little bit.
Yeah, let's have a bit of playtime.
Right,
Do you know, very busy on those inks.
Really?
Very busy.
Let's show you a little bit of a nice thing here. So from which collection? We have the vases. Last one up, blooming cow. You knew that was coming, didn't you? So it's the Beaming Smile, and it's these ones here. And what I was saying to you about having the matte and layer to create amazing cards. So let's make a freestanding mini card using this, okay? So the outline die I've cut twice, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my hands and I'm just going to fold the top over. Just a little bit. Now you could do it with a score tool and make it really pretty, but for speed I'm just going to score this over like so. And then I'm going to stick it down, and this is going to create my shaped card.
These would make really nice little place cards, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's what I was saying about, and they're a good size as well. They're not like tiny, which is nice as well. So you could create tags, opening tags for presents with these, couldn't you, I guess? So just fold it over, give it a chance to grab. And then you have like cards, shaped cards, look.
Oh, that's perfect.
Quite pretty, aren't they?
Very
so let's just move this out of the way. And then the matte and layer here, I've got green paw prints everywhere, Catherine. Oh, come on. So this one, I don't do mess.
I remember you saying that before.
Yeah, I will be getting messy in a minute when I spray them Seth Actor inks though.
Will I need to stand back? Will I be safe where I am?
What frock have you got? No, you're safe. So you get this lovely sort of decorative element, and this is what I was saying about great coverage with your pigment inks, okay? So they cover really, really well, so you don't need much ink. You just dip your ink in and then instant coverage on.
And you can create a background at the same time, because that's a stencil in itself, isn't it, when you think about it?
Just a bit. I would have never thought of that, but yeah. Shall I not move it then? Let's try not move it. So I get a nice stencil then. Not sure how long it'll last.
You're doing well, you're doing well. No green on there either. I can just see the orange coming through. Beautiful.
Let's have a look. Oh!
Oh!
Quite posh. Cheaper than buying a stencil. Right, so let's get some green on. Just absolutely so cool. And if you like contaminating, you get a bit of colour on, say, this bit here, just go back on with orange and you can blend it back out. It's really, really cool.
But it can look really nice, can't it, when the two colours blend?
Yeah, let's get a little bit in the middle here.
The other thing is, Toni, of course, this is so achievable by everybody.
Absolutely. We like easy, don't we? We like to keep it simple. I'm quite a clean and simple card maker anyway, but, you know, I'm not pushing boundaries here. I'm not asking you to sort of like start, I don't know, something that's really, really difficult or unique, because it's simply not, because honestly, I can't stress enough, if it were difficult, I wouldn't be doing it. I don't like difficult. I like things to be easy, and I like instant, quick results to be happy with as well. So like so. Just pop these out of the way, so when you move it out of there and pop it on there, you can see when you move it away from the disastrous background. Like so. And then all you're going to do, I would cut 2 or 3 of these in white, and then put this last one on top, so I've got like a 3D embellishment on my card rather than just the one which is flat. But it is
more like a chipboard.
Yeah, that's what I like. I absolutely love that effect. But it is personal preference, like I say, there are no rules. So then all we're going to do is just take our card.
Oh, that is pretty.
Stick it on the front.
Changes it again, just laying it onto the background.
So don't just think about toppers for your cards, think about shaped cards as well. So you do that, and then I've got Kind Friend in white here. So white on white. And then you can maybe just stick this straight in the centre here if you wanted to. So punch a hole in the top. Punch a hole in the top, put some twine around, write something really mega in the middle, so it's really special for that person, and then you have a nice shaped card.
That's beautiful,
and that's that one.
it?
And then, today's it. And then I've done them in a few different sizes. She says, stand up. It's like dominoes, isn't it? Let's just show you the other ones as well. They do stand up, I promise you. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Another one, white one. Is there a little bit of glitter in the water of the jar there?
They're just nice tags, gifts, named placements. So don't just think of them as just toppers on your cards, because these dies always have a matte and layer, so you can create your shaped cards.
They are absolutely beautiful. Oh, thank you, Toni. We'll let you get ready for another demonstration. We'll have a little bit of a recap. And before the recap, I've got to tell you about the deal of the day, because if you're using your stencils, you might want to get hold of this one. Yes, indeed, you've got the low-tack tape. 6 rolls with a £5 saving for non-club members. That's going to come down to £8.99 then. Yes, it does. There in the club, you're saving £6. That's £1 a roll you're saving. 802911 is the item number there. Very, very important to, you know, add that to your stash, I think, while you've got those prices. Right, let's have a recap on those wonderful inks, proving to be very, very popular, actually. So, of course, designed by Toni, she's chosen the colours herself. You cannot get them anywhere else. Honestly, if you want to try, if you want to have a look, you can do, but you will not find them. They're new and they're exclusive to Create and Craft. 18 individual colours. You've got those colour families. They work together, they work independently. You've got no duplicates whatsoever. And you have, of course, got those wonderful pigment inks that are going to stay nice and wet, so you can even use them with your embossing powders without the sticky ink. You can colour on top, we saw, didn't we, with those pencils. Just to go through the colours here as well. So I'm starting with one set, but of course you are getting both. Oh, they're my favourites, I think. Those sort of berry colours, absolutely beautiful. Of course, you've got to have your greens in there. Well, we saw how the greens blended so beautifully, didn't we, as well, with that stencil. Let me bring in the other swatches. Those gorgeous blues, almost a periwinkle blue there as well, I think, that one. As Toni said, you've got brights, you've got earthy tones, you've got vintage tones. You know, you've got something to suit absolutely every project for every season. Beautiful. Only £26.98 for club members. We've got a 3-way flexi for you as well. 706238 is the item number there. We'll just remind you of the flexi. It's £8.99 today. P&P applies on the first payment. That's if you're in the club, of course. Yeah, another payment next month, and then one the month after that as well. Well, how to become a club member? Yeah, he's here again, look. He's in that bath again. Let's ask Dan.
Did you know the Create and Craft Club offers weekly vouchers and some fantastic early bird deals? Joining the club means you get even more. Especially as club members receive 10% off everything we sell. Everything? Yes, everything. And we haven't even mentioned the 4 quarterly Craft Club magazine. Whoa, where you going, mate? I'm off to join the club. Dan!
No, yes. I've got it in my ears. I'm totally doing it, Dan. Check those baskets out, everybody. We're going to see another demonstration. If you haven't joined the club yet, please do consider doing so. 555. Right, okie dokie. I think we're ready for another demonstration, Toni.
So I'm
going to get messy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I'll try. So I'm going to use the beads, Cephaptor's Texture Eyes Ink beads. I'm going to show you, but I want to show you the sprays as well. So let's just run this through. Let me just show you. So you squeeze it in your hand, okay? Pop it onto your spatula or straight onto your stencil, whatever works for you. You can see. Can you see the beads in it?
Well, I will try our Eds in the gallery. He'll do his very best. There we go.
Oh, can you see it?
We can see
you'll hear it when I start to scrape it through anyway.
Okay.
So.
I love that sound. I noticed with the swatches as well that some of these pastes dry slightly glossy. Is this one of them?
Yeah, they dry like a semi-shine. Does that make sense? No, so they're not like
a satin.
Yeah. So they act as like a shiny resist. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So I'll just show you what it looks like when you pop it through. So it looks like that. It looks very much texturised. Probably Kathy's in her element right now.
I am. And it shows how good they are to go through a very fine stencil like that.
Yeah, they're just really, really cool. But let me just show you some I did earlier.
Okay.
So that's one's the flaky. Can you see the?
Ooh, now then, is this just some of the inks that have been underneath there first of all? Have you gone over
Yeah,
the
no,
top so I
it's
can see?
not a mucky stencil.
Oh, is that what it was? Well, I thought you'd put the ink through the stencil first and this over the top. It's a lovely effect. So,
Yeah, I
you
did.
know, if you're
I'm
not cleaning your stencils off,
Yeah, I didn't clean stencil. It was from. I was just playing while I were off air.
yeah,
so
you
that's
can
the
definitely feel that
crackle.
texture.
This one's beads.
Okay.
I did them on white this time. There we go. So you can. I thought hopefully
But
you'll
you can see
them.
the beads in there, can't you? You can really see that texture.
Crackle.
The crackle's next. So we had flaky, beads. This is crackle.
And then I'm going to put some sprays on these. This is why I'm showing you. But these
Okay.
are some of the that's a 24 karat black
Oh, so is this the glitter?
glitter. Look how fine it is. It's incredible, isn't it?
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it's a bit lush, isn't it?
Oh, nice.
This one's the silver one.
Okay. So again, the
On
glitter.
black. I've tried to do them on. There we go.
Look at that.
So nice. And then I smudged this one a little bit, but you get the idea. That's a
Those
teal.
two together blended would look beautiful as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
The
like
black and the
ombre.
silver. Oh my word. Look at the blue. They are absolutely packed with the glitter, aren't they? Do you know, if you are going for the glitter, you get all 7 of the colours
It's
within the
just an
show
amazing
three there.
price.
They're beautiful.
And then just one very quick one. So I've done that with beads, but if you have the confidence, if you've got glitter and sparkles and things, if you want to put some sparkly, I'll just do it on one side.
Okay.
On as
Very
well,
nice.
if you like the sparkly element of it, because it's white, you can really.
Look at that. Where are those sparkles from? Are they yours?
Yeah, they're on website.
Are they?
Can you
Oh,
see
I'm
that? I
in
don't know.
love. I am
my
absolutely in
gosh.
love with that. That is beautiful.
So you can absolutely, because the white, you can play with all of the other brands you've got in your stash that are coloured. So you can add your sprays, whatever you want to add, and it'll stick and adhere. I would say you've probably got about 4 minutes with the texture paste because it goes off pretty quick,
Yeah.
which we all ask for. So I'm not going to moan about it, but you have got to be pretty quick with Eyes Ink because it dries pretty fast. So let's have a look at Seth's sprays because I can't leave Seth out.
No,
It'll
no,
be-
and
it'll
it's
text
nice
me
to
telling
see
me
everything
what you're
well, as
playing
far
at.
as possible on the counter, isn't
Right,
it?
let's do some of these. Let's do
Okay.
this one with the new bronze shimmer, and this one is the flaky. So I'll give it a shake.
Okay. Now it says non-clog,
Yeah, of course.
so we shouldn't have any issues. There
no,
we
we
go.
shouldn't have any issue. I'm going to flood it and then I'll tilt it. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Can you see it? I'll hold it still. There we go. So you can either
Lovely.
mop up, put a stencil on
Yeah.
top, Yanis was saying earlier. Wait till it's just drying off now. You can see it's drying pretty much in front of your eyes. You can see that it's going to come into its own, is that it's going to come into a shimmer. Let's just add another colour on
Beautiful.
top.
Okay.
We'll go for a bit of teal.
Oh yes, please.
Oh, it's really bright, this one.
Oh, that is bright. That's lovely.
It's just a bit too bright.
Oh, you've got that proper verdigris look now. That's a gorgeous combination.
Oh, there we go. Look nice on furniture, that.
It really would.
Let's
yeah.
set that aside. Let's bring in another one. What's this one? Beads.
Okay.
Shall we do saffron?
Yeah, why not? Looks like you've got really nice control with the nozzles there
they're,
as well.
they're just so bright.
that colour.
But now if you sprayed with water and then tipped it, can you see it now? There we go, look.
Wow.
So you can absolutely dilute these down. They don't have to be the full consistency of the full dye. Pop it on with water and tilt it off and then you get some lovely.
That is
See how you get the white come back
glorious
through?
colour that
Tap,
is.
tap, 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 tap. Let's add a bit of butterscotch. So when you dilute it down, you get the white come back through. Looks like mustard now.
That's lovely. That again, a beautiful combination, the two
It
together.
looks like it's embossed.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that's the let's just tap that off. That's the saffron. Is that nearly dry? No, I'll just push it over.
Okay.
Pop that on there. And then on the last one, let's do the last two colours. So this one is crackle, I think. No, flaky.
Flaky on that one, yeah.
Flaky.
You can really see that flake. You know, when you get this home and you give it a go yourself, you've
It
got
looks
so
like
much texture.
snow.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
shards of snow. So I'm going to use my favourite morning mist. Let's put a lot on and then we'll spray it down with water so you can see. Oh, hang on. Have I used them all? I think I've used them all. Let's just stick to one on this one.
Okay.
So let's spray this one back. Tilt it up.
Oh, I see why that's your favourite. Look at that.
Grey goes with everything though, doesn't it?
It does. It's definitely a bluey grey. It's gorgeous.
So let's just dry this one off very quickly. And then, just to show you how...
Busy on the sprays as well, I'm not surprised. How much is it? 80 millilitres
80
in
mil.
each? Yeah, 80 millilitres in each. You're getting five sprays there. Absolutely beautiful colour combinations, whether you use them together or standalones, of course. You get those wonderful effects. £28.76. Nice saving across the board, but for club members, you know, bringing that price down to the one you're seeing currently on the screen, 436,884.
So now you can see, now it's dry, that white's come back through. There we go. That's so cool. Looks
That
embossed.
is really, really nice.
I like that. If you're into your texture, guys, you're absolutely into a winner with these ones. It's experimenting, though, isn't it?
That's the fun part, though, isn't it? Just playing. That has really come through well.
Now, I did like part of a stencil. I haven't done the whole stencil. Imagine doing the whole stencil, trimming it down.
Yeah.
See your card through. Right, let's do another demo then.
Okay.
Oh, shall we just do a spray on one of these? Shall we do the gold on this black?
Oh, yeah, go on then. So you've got the silver
one from
glitter paint on there.
And then we'll use this spray. See what it comes out like. I've no idea, but we'll try.
Oh, it's a nice, delicate look, isn't it,
Shall I
that
spray
one?
it with water? Shall see what happens? See if that glitter resists it. Let's have a look. Has the glitter resisted?
Do you know, it's a nice combination, actually, that.
It's like sparkly on the front and on the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very, very nice.
I wish we had hours to play.
I know.
Probably would absolutely learn loads from you anyway. Right, we'll leave that from now.
Should we just stay here all night?
No.
No. Okay.
If you fetch me slippers, I think I'll be all right.
Oh yeah, I can find some slippers.
Find you some slippers.
Let's have another look at those sprays. So all 5 of them there. You can see the colours on the screen. 80 millilitres in each. Very busy on them. 3 payments of just £9.59. Oh, it's a bargain. 436,884 is the item number. And you've got designer names here. You've got Seth Apter, and then of course with those inks you've got the one and only Toni Darroch.
Not quite there yet though, but the name is there.
The name is there.
Yeah, I'm proud as punch really, because you know these opportunities don't come on over very often.
Yeah.
So you've got to make the most of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one. So you saw me blend it earlier, but you didn't see me cut it. I just wanted to do a little tip for you here. I'm using my hand crank machine, okay? And sometimes you're told, aren't you, to put your die on an angle to help it cut a little bit better. I always find that if you spray the card with a little bit of water, soften the fibres, it'll die cut absolutely fine. Okay. So I just add a little bit of water. So just a tip from Pete from Sizzix. And it's something that stuck with me. If you just moisturise your card, literally. Add a little bit.
You are doing that essentially.
Add a bit of moisture to your card. It just die cuts better.
Okay.
So just takes the pain out of you going 99 times through the machine. Because it's normally when, like, if a die doesn't cut, it's not normally the die and it's not normally the machine. It's what you're trying to cut through. Because there's that many different card stocks of different fibres.
Well, exactly. We've spoken about that, haven't we? The fibres in cards, and you know, it's not necessarily the weight of the card.
No,
you know, you can have a thinner card
of.
that cuts worse than a really thick card.
Yeah. Isn't it weird though? You pick up a thinner one going, oh, this will cut nicely, and it actually doesn't. You're like frustrated. And then when you try and peel the bits out, they tear across the back.
Yeah.
So it is just, and that's what I always say about if you find a cardstock that absolutely works for you and you love, just stick with it. You know. Yeah. So let's see where we're at with this.
Okay.
I think this one would look really nice sprayed up. So you turn it over, you can see straight. Oh, can you see? Yep, you can see straight away. It's got this lovely cut on there.
Straight away, you've got another stencil there as well with the background.
Oh, I love your thinking. I would have never looked at that as a stencil, but she's right. She's absolutely right. So let's just poke out some of these bits, or in fact, pardon? Oh, just pop out all of the bits.
Busy across the board, I've got to say.
And because I've used that little bit of moisture in the card.
Hang on, where's that pokey tool from?
Oh, we've had them a long time.
I've never seen anything quite as beautiful for a Look at that! I've got a pen that looks a bit like that, but never seen a pokey tool like that.
pick up pokey tool.
No way.
Bit posher.
Are they on the website?
Yeah.
I need to go shopping again.
Stop!
I can't help it.
Oh.
Promise myself every morning that I come to work and
She says today, she's on the phone line. Yeah, who would you like to talk today? Yeah, it's Kathy, I've got issues. What's your issue today, Kathy? Well, there's a couple of brands on today I've got issues with.
you know,
the bank balance says no,
on
but
my
I've got to
Facebook
have it.
page, it says, my name's Catherine, I'm a craftaholic. It says that.
Does it?
It does.
I need to find your page. I need to come and give you some advice. Right, just wanted to show you, look, this is what it looks like if you sort of add the blend. These are the pigment inks, great coverage. If you use dye, you're going to be there absolutely all day. Okay, so let's put a pretty card together very, very quickly. So I have the boots, and I have Just Because, absolutely gorgeous. If you see, look.
I adore these sentiments, you know.
They're really, really cool.
Absolutely
I love white on
fabulous.
white, but obviously you can do them in any colour you want to. So let's get this on the back of the card. Just a bit random with the...
I don't think we send enough Just Because cards.
No, I don't either. Just pop this straight in the centre. Oh, card's a bit big. Should have trimmed that down.
I like that, actually. I like that white edge around there.
And then we have our, look at these gorgeous spring boots. Now, I thought maybe we could spray these in a bit of gold.
Oh, nice.
Set up to gold.
Yeah.
And this is a great way if you don't want to use... Oh, no. Changed my mind. Sorry.
What we're doing instead?
I'm going to put some ink on the boots.
Okay.
With it. What colour boots?
Ooh, ooh. Can we have some
Brown?
brownish ones? Yeah.
I think this is a really dark... Let's just go dark, see what comes.
Okay.
This is like a darky, mucky. So
That's a lovely brown.
get that colour on
It's
there.
a very nice earthy brown.
Look like army boots.
The what boots?
They look like army boots.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, when they've had the day, when they're retired, you know, you can pop them in your garden and pop some plants in them.
They
Can't you?
look a bit like my boots.
Yeah.
I haven't got army boots on though. I think the heels are a bit big.
And then to accent the boots, or you could do another one and cut it behind so you get you can fill in the laces. But if you add a white gel pen to the toe, just to, you know, add a highlight, if you wanted to.
Yep.
But anyway, I think you get the idea. So I'm not going to colour the flowers because I've got the bright, vibrant background. But let's just pop the boots. If you put glossy accent on the boot. Oh, a bit low.
I love how you can see the colours coming through the lace work of the boots as well.
It will dry clear.
I adore that sentiment. I really do.
Just because. Just because you're a boot. You old boot. I should do a sentiment like I quite like that sentiment, you old boot. It's not offensive,
Watch
is
out
it?
for that coming soon.
It's not offensive. Is it?
I don't think so.
I'm not getting in trouble now.
No. Simon and Dermot, as our Ed says. That's what I think. Yes,
Yeah,
I
I think
agree. What a lovely card. Do you know, so many ideas, so much inspiration here. Grab everything while you've got the chance because we are very, very busy. 55% of the inks have now gone. $26.98 if you're in the club, 706238. Remember, you've got a three-way flexi on that one as well. 18 individual colours. Works out just £1.50 per ink if you're in the club. Lovely, lovely colours. We've seen that. We've used a number of them, haven't we, throughout this show already, and they are all absolutely delightful. Right, okay. Is there anything else we can see?
Yes, of course. I'm going to do some other cutting. Let me just get a tidy gate. Right, let's bring in our cutting plates. Look. So you've seen that lovely. So it's as super cool as that sunray. It's great for backgrounds, particularly gents' backgrounds. Let's just have a quick look at these. Just see how we're getting on with these. Look.
Okay.
They're dry now. Let's
So
see.
you've
What
got
do I
that
think?
metallic finish on there.
You can see it
I
metallic
really like
in there,
that.
can't you?
Yeah.
Could trim that down. We could do a nice background. Let's just have a look. I've stuck them all on top of each other now. It's going to be a hot mess. Let's have a look. Oh no.
Oh, I do
that your
love that.
favourite
That's
colour?
your favourite colour. I think that's become mine
That is
as
a
well from
favourite.
that collection.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
something
I
warm
think
and
the detail
fiery.
on that one's better with the balls, beads.
That's it. You've got lots of different looks, haven't you?
I like that.
Very nice.
And then we just got our 2 sparkles.
Perfect.
So have fun with the sparkles. In fact, let me do sparkles. Shall we
I
do
bet you're
some?
tough as old boots, you Toni, aren't you?
What makes you say
I
that?
just think you are.
I'm quite thick-skinned. Tough as old boots.
Tough as old boots.
Right, which sparkle one do you want me to run through?
Oh. Can we go with that one?
Yeah,
No, can I
teal.
change your mind?
Green?
Oh, I don't know now. Can we mix it up?
Yeah, do you want me to do an
Can we
ombre?
blend? Yes.
Shall we do it on, let's do it on black then. If you're going, let's do
Okay.
that. Right. So again, you can pop them straight onto your stencil and stencil through, or onto the back of a spatula.
Okay.
That is yummy.
Now, on the packaging, it says glitter paint. Can we actually paint with them? Or are
You
they
can
too
dilute
thick for
them
that?
down. You can, of course, pop them on your map, but they're fast drying, so you need to be quite quick.
Okay.
It's just how I have referred to them as a paint, because
Yeah.
they go through stencils, but they also work on fabric and things like that, and you can wash them at 40 degrees. So they work on wood, textile and paper, 40 degrees, and they've got the QR codes on the back as well to show you what you can and can't do with them, which is amazing.
Oh, that's
So, yeah. Still got a bit of texture paste on here, but it's fine. So let's get some colour down. We've got some beads on here as well, so we've got a few beads in here as well as glitter.
Yeah, but it all adds to that
It's fine.
texture, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's get some of this blue on too.
I really like the packages, you know.
Has it got an odour? It's got a slight odour, tiny.
Very slight. It's not a.
It's not overwhelming,
strong at
is
all,
it? And some people do worry about odour, don't they?
Nothing offensive.
No. Oof. This is a good one.
Oh.
I'll go all the way round on this one. So I'm
Oh,
not.
it's the blues and greens again, you see.
I know. I'm just thinking that you picked blues and greens again.
Do you know, this is why I love stencils so much, especially when you're doing something like this. You know, you can see that the colour's there, the glitter's there, but it's not until you do the reveal you absolutely appreciate what you've got. Do you know, the white there, the texture, has really sort of given that a different
yeah,
look,
that's like
hasn't
come
it?
from all other layers I've done. So you've got a bit of beads in there, and you've also got a bit of that. Oh, there you go. Look, the gold sparkle from when I sparkled through. But you
That's
get the
a
idea. I've
lovely
seen how
look.
sparkly it is. It's so gorgeous. But again, because it stays sticky, let me just move this out of the way. Because it stays sticky, if you want to add your embossing powders on top of, you can. Or again, I'm just going to pop some of this on the edge.
Well, that'll look nice.
Put more on if you think so. But you can enhance, because it's not white anymore. Going to get the teal come through. Can you see that? There we go.
Oh, that is so pretty.
So mess around with what you've got in your stash, because honestly, the scope, and that'll not take long to dry. Shall I just see if this one's dry?
Okay.
No, it's still a little bit, glitter still coming off now. So 5 minutes or so, and it should be absolutely good to go.
Love it.
So let's do some die cutting now. Let's just get a tidy gate. Make sure you put your lids on these. Keep them
You
nice.
don't want them to dry up, do you?
And to last a long, long time.
Well,
Right,
we can see
so-
how little you actually use there.
Yeah,
Tiny
so
little squeeze.
I'm going to cut some of the lovely sentiments now, because they're just amazing. Let's show you how this Good Vibes, how the drop shadow works on the Good Vibes, because it's really cool. So you have the super large back panel and the Good Vibes. So neon colours, think about if you're thinking you want to be they are different, and I like the fact that they're different, because it's going to make you step out of your comfort zone with all of your other
I think I can say
sentiments.
that about each and every one of the sentiments within these sets, actually, because we see a lot of stamps, we see a lot of dies, you know, sentiments are so important. And thinking of something a little bit different, it must be quite difficult now, but I think you've really nailed it with these.
I like doing sentiments.
Yeah.
Like the kind on this is down the side. If you look here, I
Yeah.
popped it down the side there, because I felt like it were really, really different. Because there's a lot of sentiments that say friend, but not very many. I don't think that say kind.
And if you haven't
friend.
got a kind friend, you can cut the kind off, can't you? Just have friend. Just saying.
Listen, if they're not kind, they're no friend. That's what I would be saying, don't you? You agree? She agrees. She's got giggles now. So I'm just going to run this through the machine, and then we'll do some nice inking with the ink pads.
Lovely stuff. So you're back for an 8 o'clock show in the morning then?
Yeah, with Nigel, I think. Nigel's on his way out. Are you in tomorrow?
I am. I'm on the late shift again tomorrow.
Are you doing anything nice? What show? Do you know what you're doing? Are you doing anything of your own? Is what I meant, not anything.
Of my
nice.
own?
Yeah, are you doing? Because normally you do moulds.
No, not tomorrow. I'm presenting for everybody else tomorrow.
Okay.
I've got more shows in the pipeline though. For all sorts of things coming up.
There's not much you can't do. It's a bit like Leona. I can't believe Leona did that thing today with paper craft.
I know, wasn't it pretty?
I stood here thinking, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. She's doing twirly whirlies. Yeah, we work twirly whirlies with paper. I'm like, hang on. Somebody's inside Leona.
I think she's had a bump on the head.
Yeah, she had a bump on the head. So you just pop out the pieces, look.
Would you believe we've got less than a minute and a half left?
I know.
Oh, be checking those baskets out, everybody. Who knows what will be left in the morning, because of course we make those sales during the night as well.
Let's just ink this one up very quickly then, because we're running out of time. What colour?
Oh, let's go you know I'm going to go for green, don't you?
Brown.
No, let's go
Red.
pink.
Pink.
Pink and purple.
Oh, let's do ombre.
Yeah.
Great. Shall we actually do a blend?
Yeah.
Let's
hope we've got time.
Quick, Toni, quick. So let's just get...
45 seconds. Do you know, you were rushing at the last minute.
No, it's like,
weren't you?
said, oh, you can chill out, and now it's like, quick.
We've got a menace in our ears.
He's a rotter. You are a rotter.
Shall we name and shame him?
Yeah, well, they know it's Ed. There's only one person that does that to me. Let's just pretend I've covered it nicely. And then what you do is when you pop it on, pop it right to the top, and you get this lush drop shadow like it from the 80s.
Love it. There we are, just in the nick of time. Tony's back at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to over now to see Sasha. I'll see you there. Oh, that was great fun. Of course, we've got our wonderful event back with dressmaking with Fabric Freedom One Day Special. Then we've got Paper Tree Pick of the Week, and on Craft Extra is Tonic Studios.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, for ideas and inspiration.
Hi, I'm Gina Barrett from Gina B Silkworks. We're a family company specializing in traditional crafts for the modern maker. Most of our products involve textiles and age-old techniques, from button making lace making, weaving, and other forms of passementerie. Mark and I work hard designing the kits and developing innovative tools to make all of these traditional crafts more accessible to the modern user. I'm looking forward to being able to take time and demonstrate some of these techniques and share new ideas. I hope you'll be able to tune in to the Gina B Silkworks shows.